Joyride 1957, Chapter 18. I think that he's not going to Florida. I think he's moving west, the tall, thin agent with a heavy accent said. Here in New York, we tend to agree with you, but at headquarters, they still think it has to be Florida. Just head south and what if the other agents on his trail travel a different direction? The tall man in the black suit said. Headquarters thinks the blonde CIA agent is the best one to follow, but they think she will head for Florida. They think she has the most credible information, the director said. That's probably true. I think they spent last night in the same room, he said. We expect that. Did they? I don't know, but James' car is gone. Hers? No, her car is still here, he said. Better be certain. He looked out the window and saw Misty get into her Olds 98, the pink and coral one. No, she's still here. Just getting into her car. Better follow her, the director said. Yes, sir. The tall, heavy accented man said. He hung up the phone and finished his breakfast, all the while watching the blonde's car. She headed south on the highway. After about 10 minutes, he took his bag, went out to his green Dodge Hemi, and headed south. The well-built gentleman in room 33 was also on the phone. Berlin thinks he's headed to Florida. I just saw the CIA and KGB operatives head south, the director said. With due respect, I think he may be headed in a different direction. I was reviewing his file, the one we have from the war. He was at the D-Day landing. This man will have no fear. I'm sure you're correct in that regard. The record says he was born in Texas. In fact, Texarkana, Texas. He had trouble with the spelling. Let me check my file. After a minute, he said, yes, you're correct on that point. Oh, my map. This is due west of here. I'm in Augusta, Georgia, and whatever, is a long way from here. Actually, at least 2, maybe 3 days. I think this enemy, this James, is going to visit his hometown. Why? He's taking a big risk, the director said. Don't forget this man. This soldier has no fear. Anyone that came up against the Wehrmacht. Yes. If you deem it prudent, then head west for Texas. Yes, sir. He saluted at the wall, hung up the phone, took his bag, and headed for the door. He smiled as he saw the bright sun and opened the SL's front door. It was a wing, and he raised straight upward. He pushed the handle, and it popped out. He then lifted the door high, crawled over the high sill, and slid behind the SL's wheel. He pulled the door down and fired her up. She roared to life, all 240 horses. The SL was only 3,300 pounds and would top out at some 160 miles an hour. He turned her sleek silver body to the west on Highway 78 and put the hammer down. He would reach the SL's top speed more than once on his way west.